you're going to refuse for me to help you. Put that away. Put that away.
You're a government official. I'm allowed to record.
Yeah, you are not.
Yes, I am.
All right, folks, another video was sent to us to review. I think you guys are going to appreciate this video. These two ladies stand up and back each other up. And there's been a couple videos out there. One of them in particular comes from Bay Area Transparency, where he goes into the Social Security office and starts recording. And they do the exact same thing with him. The only difference is they charge him later on, so he's actually fighting those charges right now. What is it with these places that they think that they can trample over people's rights? They think that policy outweighs our constitutional rights, folks. We're seeing that more and more these days, ever since First Amendment auditing has come out. You guys definitely watch this video all the way through. You're not going to believe what happens at the end. We'll pause for some comments. We'll give you our final thoughts at the end. The original link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. Let's get right to it, folks.
Hi, woman.
Do not take pictures of me.
Do not touch her.
You gotta leave.
Do not
No, I do not. You can call the cops if you want me to leave.
You gotta leave.
Nope.
We are here on business and have an
You get
appointment.
mad when she's refusing to leave?
Make sure you bring that up still.
If she's filming in here with her phone, I've advised her not to do that.
We are allowed to record our...
You really don't know the Department of Homeland Security and federal laws, do you? You're not going to take my First Amendment away from me. I refuse. Yes, you are. By telling me I don't have the right for independent press, you are taking it away from me and restricting my speech. No, I do not. No, I do not. No, I do not. You are government officials employed by the people. I am the people and I have business here.
I'm the people too, and I understand.
Then you should know the laws.
We had an enjoyable conversation last night. However,
That you were wrong about, and I was trying to inform you about it, and you still keep insisting that you were right, and you're not.
posted everywhere.
It doesn't matter if it's posted. That's them trying to take your rights away. Sorry.
It's posted. You cannot take pictures.
Doesn't matter what's posted. Matters what that Constitution says.
Okay. So I understand what you're saying, and that's your
If you
opinion.
understood, you would quit arguing with me about what's right and what's
I'm not
wrong.
arguing with you. I have a job to do, and I asked you to shut that camera off, and you're not doing it. So that's
Okay.
fine.
And
You can ask
we
all
are-
you want.
She has legitimate business. She has an appointment. She is allowed
The legitimate
to...
business, I'm not
She
doubting,
is
but see-
allowed to record her interactions with any
Government official on
Not
federal
allowed recording here.
Yes, you are.
She
You are
has
federal
business. She
property.
has a
You are
legitimate
public
reason to be
federally
here.
property.
She has an appointment.
All right, folks, let me bring something up that might blow your minds. This is the Social Security office, right? Everybody is given a Social Security number when they are born. But what does that number represent or mean? And have you ever turned your Social Security card around to look at the numbers on the back? Do you know what those numbers represent? Have you ever done your research on that? Do you guys know what the FRB is? So if you turn your Social Security card around and look at the number on the back, there's going to be one of 12 letters in front of those numbers. Now, do you know what that letter represents? I suggest many of you start doing your research, and then you will begin to understand exactly why these places are very secretive, and why is the FRB considered a private entity, but why is the Social Security office considered a public installation? Many questions need to be answered. It's important that you start doing your research and start asking these questions. This community has come a long way since its inception. Let's keep it going, folks. Keep asking questions. Keep doing your research. Stop giving your money to Hollywood. Take a break on sports. Mainstream media news don't talk about these kinds of things. I'm glad that these ladies are in there recording and asking questions. You can tell that they're kind of new to knowing and understanding their rights, but that's okay, folks. That used to be me back in the day. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. Keep watching the video.
I pay your wages. I am allowed to record. Thank you again. Yes, I do. Where do you think my taxes go? To pay government officials.
I've been down this road 1,001 times.
Then you're wrong. You really don't know anything.
I've been
Wow.
public servant most of my life.
Then you don't know anything and you would know the laws.
I'm glad you take a picture after the start of 41 and all of that. So go ahead, take a picture.
Okay. Look at that, y'all. Where Ohio wants to take everybody's rights away because it's Ohio.
When except when security regulation rules,
Just asked to be conducted by the policies and guidelines.
as long as you're in the foyer, as long as you're in the lobby.
Yeah, I'm not where it's restricted. I'm not on any of these doors that say do not enter, restriction, employees only. I am in public area of the building that my taxes take care of. Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not. You are breaking the law with those signs. That is a point of an audit where the people point out that you guys are breaking the law.
Not breaking the law.
Yes, you are. You want me to give you the code from DHS that you're breaking?
Listen,
Do you want me to give you the code from... Then quit talking to me. I plead what? The 5th, where I refuse to talk anymore?
okay, that's fine. You're not charged with anything, so really the 5th, that's up to you.
You don't have to be charged to plead the 5th.
But you're acting
Plead the
like the
5th means I refuse to talk. Doesn't mean that I have to be charged. Again, know the law.
I'm not a lawyer, so
Exactly. And I'm going for it. So again,
neither are you.
not yet. Give me another 3 years.
Okay, that's fine. God bless you. Listen, I understand your point. I understand constitutional law.
Then you would understand that First Amendment right and understand that what they're doing on a government property is wrong. Please quit talking to me.
Okay? Well, then you need to quit talking to me.
That's pretty cool.
Right?
Look at the history of Social Security, guys. Signs of Social Security Act. Did you guys actually know that the Social Security number was never intended to be able to be used for identifying purposes?
Right.
But this would be where the government overstepped too. And then you got your rent-a-cops that think they know it all. This is why it is important. Does that have, oh no, that's how do I switch? I don't know how to switch it to me. Don't switch to me.
I go inside the slide.
This is why it is important to know your rights. This is why schools need to inform people of their rights. First Amendment right gives you the right for freedom of press, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, the right to record any act of... I can't talk. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm on 4 hours of sleep here. Anyways, the right to protest and the right to record for your safety against government tyranny. Please understand that. The government officials will do whatever they can to stop you from exercising your rights. We, the people, are the boss of them. We, the people, have the rights. They do not. They don't realize that when they sign up to be a public servant in a governmental building, that they're breaking the law by telling you can't do things like this. Well, I bet you cops are getting called.
Ma'am, if you would please check in on the computer.
I bet you cops are getting called.
Probably.
So can you make sure you have that security thing up for DHS so that we can put this rent-a-cop in his place? And just put this out here. I do have legit business here because I have an appointment from where they are screwing me over, which is why I'm recording for the sole purpose of when I sue them, I have the evidence. I started the recording before the appointment so that it's going and ready. My leg is shaking and I'm trying not to have it shake, but it is shaking so bad, woman. That is that, oh my God, I am actually sticking up for my rights and I'm scared.
Which is sad. It is sad that you are afraid to exercise your rights in this country. It makes you nervous.
Oh, and to put it out there too, a mandate is not a law. Just because they mandate or advise you to do something does not mean by law you are required, does not mean you can be arrested. Now, under the threat of arrest, you should always leave because that's when you automatically have a lawsuit. Yep, Mr. Brown.
I told you I was gonna work with you and help you, but.
I am recording just so that I have all of this on evidence in case this doesn't work.
In a federal building.
DHS says that in a federal building, because you are government officials, I am allowed to record for my sole purpose to protect against tyranny. What's the code number?
She is allowed to record.
Not here.
Yes, you are.
Her individual,
Not here.
her individual
Okay.
one.
All right, so I'm just gonna explain this to you. If you want me to help you, you gotta put away.
So you're going to threaten to not help me because I am exercising
Right.
my rights?
Okay.
That's a lawsuit too.
I'm gonna terminate what I need to do because.
So you're
not
going to
gonna
terminate
follow-
means
you're
to
not gonna-
cancel.
You're not gonna fool.
So you're going to refuse to help
Okay.
me
Well,
because I am exercising my
all recorded
rights.
devices need to be put away. I'm not even gonna argue the point with you.
Call the cops then
No,
and get
no,
them here so
no.
that I can tell them and they
No,
can tell
that's
you.
fine,
No,
because we're gonna go above his head, and we'll
you could
go to.
I'm not even gonna argue with you.
That's
You're gonna
fine.
refuse for me to help you. Put that away. Put that away.
You're a government official. I'm allowed to record.
Yeah, you are not.
Yes, I am.
So you're gonna cancel her appointment?
They did.
Is that what you're
because
doing?
You can't have the recorded
Okay,
devices out.
that's perfectly fine. You're
we
recording.
Perfectly fine. You are.
It is government's job to stay in power. It is not their job to educate you. It is not their job to remind you of your rights. There's a lot of misappropriation of funds going on, and I don't know how else to say it, but there's a lot of fuckery happening. Cops are constantly violating people's rights, and then they'll tell you, let the courts deal with it. Then the courts are complicit, and it just becomes job security for all of people in government. And here we have Social Security office violating people's rights, not doing their job. Why are cops not arresting these employees of the people when they refuse to do the job correctly? If that's the case, then why are people continuing to pay taxes? We are paying taxes for a system that isn't working for the benefit of the people. We're paying taxes to a government that has become tyrannical, incompetent, untrustworthy, and it's time that the people demand answers or demand their money back. That's exactly what these ladies are doing. For many, many years, we have seen our loved ones complain about how Social Security office is not doing their job, how the DMV has treated them unkindly, how the police have been violating people's rights. A lot of these things are going unchecked, and when power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. The people are left in a state of confusion, anger. Politics keep doing their best to divide the people. Then they use these Hollywood actors to lean one way or another to keep the people in a frenzy, running around like chickens with their heads cut off, mad at each other, blaming each other. But the people have been duped into believing that government is here to help. There really is no barter system going on anymore. It seems like they're trying to do away with cash. We truly haven't begun to understand what is happening to us out there. The problem is we're allowing it to happen. When you don't know your natural rights, you don't have any rights. The First Amendment was written to protect those natural rights. Before you guys leave, we're going to give you the First Amendment of the Constitution. You have a freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of assembly, and freedom to petition your government for a redress of grievances. And keep in mind that these documents were not written to give you your rights. These documents were written to limit the scope of authority that government has over we the people. Well, it's no wonder they're not teaching these things to our kids in school. Cops are not being trained properly, and I can prove that. And I challenge every single one of you to look online right now of a cop getting sworn in where he actually knows the oath that he's swearing to. All he's doing is repeating something that somebody else is reading to them. That means the person reading it to them doesn't know it either. So they give cops a gun and a badge to get out there and patrol the streets without any knowledge or understanding of people's natural rights. So we have no choice but to teach each other and to help each other. And that's what I've been doing, folks. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I'm going to drop the original link to this channel in the description and in the pinned comment. Make sure you give them the credit that they deserve for their video. I want to help their channels grow so that they can empower themselves some more. Many of you guys teach us what is happening out there in the comment section. So if you have a channel, don't be afraid to read some of the comments, respond to some of the comments, take constructive criticism, learn from your mistakes. With that being said, I want to thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate all the support you guys give me and all the channels that I highlight. With that being said, always record your interactions with government. Don't wait. Record Police Now, and that's where you can reach us at. recordpolicenow@gmail.com. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.